They've been saying we want to bury evidence, we want to hide evidence. That hypocrisy is astounding. They've been saying, let's not forget why we are here. Well, we're here tonight because they threw due process, fundamental fairness, and our Constitution out the window in the House proceedings. That's why we're here, because they started in the secret bunker hearings where the president and his counsel weren't even allowed to participate when they're trying to impeach him. Intel and Judiciary Committees was a one-sided circus. Ranking Member Nunes asked to call witnesses. He explained why in detail. It was denied by Manager Schiff. Ranking Member Collins asked to call witnesses. Denied by Manager Nadler.
But how could Adam Schiff deny this when we have it on tape? He being, at the time, either the chairman of the intelligence community or later the ranking member of the intelligence committee in the House. He's over there on Chuck Todd and all these other Sunday shows saying that collusion between Trump and Russia is in plain sight. How do you deny that after you said that with the role as chairman of Intelligence Committee?
Today, we've got a straight-up fiery bombshell from Trump's Attorney General Pam Bondi that absolutely demolishes Adam Schiff and Jerry Nadler. This speech is a savage takedown that rips apart the hypocrisy and blatant constitutional overreach in those sham impeachment proceedings against Trump. As Pam Bondi laid it out raw, what we saw was pure abuse of power, due process tossed in the trash like yesterday's garbage. Bondi's words exposed Schiff and Nadler's two-faced game. They rigged the process, locked out the other side, then had the balls to demand the Senate bail out their unconstitutional clusterfuck. Let's dive right in.
Honorable Senators, just to fact correct, please, a few things. Mr. Duffy didn't come from a state job. Mr. Duffy came from Deputy Chief of Staff at DOD before he went to OMB. Big difference there. Manager Garcia said he failed to appear. Well, the House committee would not allow agency counsel to appear with Mr. Duffy or Mr. Blair. They would not let agency counsel appear with either of them. Office of Legal Counsel determined, of course, that the exclusion of agency counsel from House proceedings is unconstitutional. It's a pretty basic right. So what did they do? They took no action on the subpoenas. But now they want you to take action on them. The managers have been telling you all day, the House managers all day, White House is trying to hide from American people what witnesses had to say. They've been saying we want to bury evidence, we want to hide evidence. That hypocrisy is astounding. They've been saying, let's not forget why we are here. Well, we're here tonight because they threw due process, fundamental fairness, and our Constitution out the window in the House proceedings. That's why we're here, because they started in the secret bunker hearings where the president and his counsel weren't even allowed to participate when they're trying to impeach him. Intel and Judiciary Committees was a one-sided circus. Ranking Member Nunes asked to call witnesses. He explained why in detail. It was denied by Manager Schiff. Ranking Member Collins asked to call witnesses. Denied by Manager Nadler. And that's what they call fairness. That's not how our American justice system works, and it's certainly not how our impeachment process is designed by our Constitution. The House took no action on the subpoenas issued to Mr. Duffy and Mr. Blair because they didn't want a court to tell them that they were trampling on their constitutional rights. So now they want this chamber to do it for them.
1.1.1. Even more jaw-dropping was the rank hypocrisy of House Democrats screaming that the White House was hiding evidence, while they ran secretive, one-sided kangaroo courts themselves. They skipped real legal channels for subpoenas because they knew damn well the courts would shut them down. Instead, they rushed through impeachment like amateurs, expecting the Senate to mop up their mess. Bondi nailed it. This was never about justice, it was about grabbing power, plain and simple. Pam Bondi's speech wasn't just defending President Trump, it was a gut-check warning. If we let this reckless, partisan witch hunt slide, no future president's safe from these political hit jobs. The House stomped all over due process, ignored the courts, then begged the Senate to rubber stamp their power grab. Bondi called on the Senate to stand up for the Constitution, not Schiff and Nadler's dirty games. This speech flipped the script. exposing the impeachment for the desperate ploy it was, a bid to override the American people's vote. Bondi's takedown will go down as a pivotal gut punch in the battle for fairness, due process, and real rule of law. What do you think? Was Pam Bondi spot on? Sound off in the comments, and if you haven't yet, smash subscribe and turn on notifications. We break down the biggest political firestorms with cold facts, no spin. Thanks for watching. Catch you in the next one. Note: this refers to Pam Bondi's remarks during President Trump's first Senate impeachment trial on January 27, 2020. As a member of Trump's legal team, not yet Attorney General, Bondi criticized House Democrats Adam Schiff and Jerry Nadler for procedural irregularities, lack of due process, and failure to pursue court-enforced subpoenas, framing the impeachment as partisan overreach. Bondi was appointed Attorney General in November 2024, following Trump's re-election.